Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Sunday, October 15th, and you know what that means. It is time for the High Risk Wrestling Recap. You know you can check me out on the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course, the 215 on Twitter that it's spelled out. And without further ado, let's get into the news. There are plans for the YS6 to make the return in honor of Bray Wyatt. The principal players are still there. I wholeheartedly expect maybe Liv, Alexa, and I can't think of his name. His brother's name, Bo Dallas, to be a part of it. So we'll see what happens. Dragon Lee is officially a part of the SmackDown rosters. We'll see if he'll sink or swim, but it probably won't be his fault. WWE and Hulu have finalized a deal, pretty much getting rid of the expiration dates on WWE content that appears on Hulu. This keeps their 11-year relationship intact. The first trailer for the Iron Claw movie, focusing on the Von Erichs, has dropped this past week. It stars Zac Efron as Kevin Von Erich, and is produced by A24, who, don't make bad movies. MJF is in this movie as well. I'm genuinely excited to see this. We could always use more wrestling movies. If you haven't seen Dynamite, we'll get into a little bit later. Rey Fenix lost the International Championship, and it looks like it may be due to visa issues he is currently having. And that happens with a lot of international superstars who don't make the United States their home. So Rey will get this situated, and we'll keep it pushing. The racism lawsuit against the WWE has been voluntarily dismissed. This lawsuit was brought on by former WWE writer Brittany Abrams in her racial discrimination and wrongful termination lawsuit. It has again been voluntarily dismissed. She named Vince, Stephanie, and members of the WWE creative team as defendants, but the claim against the company will remain. But the dismissal is with prejudice, meaning the case can't be tried again in the same court. 2 NXT superstars are officially gone from the company. Formerly known as Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed, James Drake, Zach Gibson, grizzled young veterans are free agents. Thank God, because they were being completely wasted in the dyad and completely wasted in NXT. Nick Aldis has inked a full-time deal with the WWE, and if you haven't seen on SmackDown, he is the new general manager of SmackDown. This is good. So I expect him to get in the ring every so often. I don't think he's going to fully retire. Chris Hero announced at a WCP event that he will be returning to the ring. As always, good. On the injury side of things, Kip Sabian is nursing injuries post Ring of Honor tape. Is nothing too major. He just needs to take a little bit of time off. Adam Cole has surgery for his ankle. We'll see how long he'll be out. And on the rating side of things, Raw this past week pulled in 1.5 million viewers with a 0.43 in the 18-49 demo. That is up previously from the past week. Dynamite on their Title Tuesday edition, going head-to-head against NXT, they pulled in 609,000 viewers with a 0.26 in the 18-49 demo, while NXT pulled in 900,000 viewers. But it makes sense for Dynamite to not pull in a lot of viewers. They're on a different time, different day. So that happened. SmackDown this past week pulled in 2.3 million viewers with a 0.75 in the 18-49 demo. This was the season premiere of SmackDown. And this is what this is expected, man. SmackDown just pulls in the numbers. And Rampage this past week pulled in 372,000 viewers with a 0.17 in the 18-49 demo. That is up from the previous week. I wish they would treat Rampage just a little bit more seriously, and the numbers would do very, very well. But that is the week in review. I'm sorry, that is the news, and we shall be right back. I won't be before you very long. Let's get into the week in review. Monday Night Raw, we had the Fastlane Fall Out show. Seth came out. Of course, he wasn't selling his back, because why would he sell his back? Celebrate his victory until he's interrupted by Drew. Drew wants a title shot, and he wants Seth at 100%. Seth granted to him. Damian Priest attacks Drew from behind. Dom comes out with the briefcase, but Drew stops Dom from cashing in, but he still allows Seth to get his ass beat. Seth is like, I'll let you win 100%. And Drew's like, I'm not getting in anybody's business. This concerns me. That's it. Ivar defeated Kofi in a Viking rules match. Once again, Ivar showed really good gumption. Ricochet attacks Shinsuke backstage. Rhea Ripley tells Jaden McDonough he needs to prove himself or he won't be in the Judgment Day. Raquel versus Nia Jax ended in a no contest after Rhea Ripley came out to get some hits in until Shayna came out and laid everyone out. So it looks like we're going to get a fatal 4-way for the Women's Championship at some point. KO and Seth want the tag team titles back, and Cody and Jay agreed to a match for later in the evening. Shinsuke attacked Ricochet before his match, his triple threat match, hitting Ricochet with a GTS. Bronson Reed then defeated Chad Gable and Ricochet to become the Intercontinental Champion. Drew McIntyre defeated JD McDonough, and Rhea tells Priest that she'll handle it. Imperium attacked DIY during the backstage interview. Becky retains the NXT Women's Championship against Tegan Nox in the main event. Cody and Jey Uso retain against Sami and KO finally shakes Jay's hand. So this was a solid show, but it was not the season premiere that comes tomorrow. Over on Dynamite, we had Title Tuesday going head-to-head against NXT. We even had a pre-show, because Tony Khan knows what he's doing. But Eddie Kingston defended his Ring of Honor World Championship and his New Japan Strong Openweight Championship against Minoru Suzuki and retained against Suzuki. This was a fun match. These two dudes have respect for each other, showed each other some love. I love Eddie Kingston and our murder grandpa. Mox isn't cleared, so Cassidy gets the title shot against Ray. Phoenix Christian started Dynamite production truck, and he was like, yeah, I'll hate everyone, I'm going to destroy everyone, and he made the first 30 minutes commercial free. Bryan Danielson defeated Swerve to become the TNT Championship #1 contender after Hangman caused Swerve the match, stopping Prince Nana from getting involved. I like they were keeping this up with Swerve and Hangman. Powerhouse Hobbs destroyed Chris Jericho. We got another skit of Adam Cole at Roderick Strong's house. It was funny. Orange Cassidy defeated Ray Phoenix to win the International Championship, but he was a little bit more aggressive here, and I think we're getting a character change with Orange Cassidy. Not a full character change, but I feel like the only thing he's going to ever care about is the International Championship. He's going to be Golem from Lord of the Rings. We had the debut of Timeless Tony's silent movie, and it's going for picture-in-picture. It's a good way to keep people interested in Dynamite. Wardlow squash Matt Sydal once again left the crowd. Matt Menard stopped Garcia from checking in on Chris Jericho. Jay White defeated Hangman Page after Prince Nana caused Hangman the match. After the match, MJF came out and said he wants his belt back, and the Bang Bang Gang will be coming for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. And this part is focusing on Juice Robinson and Hikaru Shida defeated Saraya to win the Women's Championship. Tony ran Ruby away during the match. MJF finally gets through the code, but the call drops, and Max Caster offers MJF some help to deal with the Bang Bang Gang, much the acclaim in the group's chagrin. And Caster's like, yo, we kind of grew up in the business together. He's a friend, and he knows when the place hard to get. There's something very, very wrong with Max Caster. Christian is Father of the Year. Again, he explains why he won't team with Adam Copeland. He's like, listen, I wanted to finish your career as tag team wrestlers, but no, you had to go do your thing and turned your back on me. And I'm assuming Nick Wayne's going to say the same thing about Darby, whatever. Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne attacked Copeland as he ran down to the ring to attack Christian. But it ultimately didn't stop as Copeland defeated Luchasaurus. After that, a fight breaks out with Christian Heyman, Gates of Agony, the BCC. It's going down. All these moving parts. Dynamite gets a fist over Impact. We're making our final push to Bound for Glory. The Rascalz retained against Rich Swann and Sami Callihan, the tag team championships. That is, Kenny King will make Heath pay. Kylan King admitted to being the one who attacked Taylor Rao, who was our tag team partner, and she called her dead weight. So it's no longer long live the Coven. It is long live the King. Dirty Dango defeated Eric Young, Jake Something, Jordan Grace, and Champagne Singh in a fatal 5-way to earn the number 20 spot in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, whereas Jake Something, since he was pinned, will be number 1. Crazy Steve said he stabbed Tommy Dreamer in the back before Dreamer could do the same to him, and now he'll face Black Taurus next week in a no disqualification match. Tasha Steelz defeated Courtney Rush. A clip airs of Josh Alexander teaming with the Motor City Machine Guns that they took on, let me get this right, Sonata, Okada, and I want to say Tanahashi for the New Japan six-man tag team championships. And Alexander accidentally ran into Shelly, costing him the match, and we're wondering if that was intentional. There are tensions between Steve Macklin and Bully Ray, as Bully's like, Macklin, you called me soft twice. Macklin said, I did, and then walks away. Kazarian defeated Eddie Edwards in a 2 of 3 falls match. This was very, very fun. It looks like their feud is done, and we move on to SmackDown. This was the season premiere as the Tribal Chief retained. This show gets a thumbs up. So Cena comes out and welcomes us to the season premiere. Roman comes out with Solo and Heyman, but no Jimmy. And Roman's like, listen, you know the deal. Get out of the ring. And Cena's like, I don't want a title shot. I haven't earned it. You're the champion for over 1,000 days. That's a great accomplishment. Even though I haven't earned the championship and I acknowledge you, there's someone else who has earned a right to fight you. And out comes LA Knight, who's super over. He does his thing, confronts Roman, and tells Roman that he's just in his way. Jimmy attacked Knight. And Roman tells Solo to deal with Knight later in the evening. Pretty Dilly returns and defeated the Brawling Brutes because they were always going to get that win back. Lashley welcomed Carlito back, and then the Profits attacked him. As they were checking on Carlito, Bailey and Zelina got into it, so they'll have a match. Roman questions why Jimmy's coming back and what does he want. Jimmy's like, listen, I just want to replace Jay. And, you know, you're the quarterback, I'm the backup. So we got a lot of football references with them too. Bailey defeated Zelina, and then Bailey defeated Zelina, and then Charlotte runs off Damage Control after the match. This was a nothing match. Triple H makes Adam Pearce the permanent Raw GM and introduces Nick Aldis as the SmackDown GM. Don was just here for fodder to get, the booze and the heat, and it was really, really good. And Nick Aldis announces that due to Jay going over to Raw, someone had to come over to SmackDown, and that will be Kevin Owens. He comes out, gives Dom a stunner, and that's it. Roman's not happy about this. And I'm really, really surprised that Roman hasn't crossed paths with Lashley yet. Like, look who's on SmackDown. Roman, KO, Knight, Cena, Sheamus, Lashley. At some point, they'll probably build up Karrion Kross. Like, there are challengers for Roman on SmackDown. Nick Aldis met face-to-face with the women's tag team champions. He shoot them away. Then he got Charlotte, told Charlotte she will get a match at some point versus EL. Then Charlotte came face-to-face with Jade, and Charlotte just kind of blew her off after Triple H introduced her. Boy, as much as I dislike Charlotte, this felt like a really, really big moment. Cody and Jay retained the tag team championships against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and then they come face to face with the Bloodline. Jay with Solo and Jimmy, and Roman with Cody. And there, there. It was energetic. It was magnetic. The fight is coming, everybody. And in the main event, LA Knight defeated Solo Sikoa and then Roman speared LA Knight after the match. Yeah, SmackDown was good. Over on Rampage, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, and Dan Garcia defeated the Hardys and Brothers Zay. But there's still some tension between Menard and Garcia. Jay White challenges Penta to a match for for Dynamite. Jay Lethal defeated Trent. Santana and Ortiz confronted each other backstage, and it was a video package, so there's some heat here, y'all. Sky Blue defeated Emi Sakura, and in the main event, the BCC team of Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli defeated the Gates of Agony over on Collision. We had a really solid show. Adam Copeland opens the show, right? And then Christian and his crew come out to interrupt. And then Christian has security with them. And Danielson tells Christian that his crew is back from ringside. And then Big Bill and Ricky Starks come out. Then FTR come out. And then it's just a fight. And it's just a fight. And everybody's fighting. And that's how we started Collision. It was very, very different. Samoa Joe retained the Ring of Honor Television Championship against Willie Mack. It was a solid match. CJ Perry may have a new client in action. Andretti. Juice Robinson defeated Christopher Daniels. Bullet Club do the thing in the ring, so they're going to win the Diamond Ring and then pawn it. Lord. Nick Wayne will explain himself next week. Kyle Fletcher defeated Boulder of the Iron Savages. The claim will defend against 3.0. That's what I'm calling Menard, Parker, and Garcia. I'm calling them 3.0. Chris Statlander retained the TBS Championship against Sky Blue. This guy's a little bit aggressive here. The Julia Hart missed. It's getting to her. And after the match, Chris wanted to shake her hand, and Sky wasn't having it. Willow came out, who's perfectly fine because Willow's too positive to be overcome by Julia Hart. And she says she's got this and she's going to help Sky. This is, woo, you might get some actual stories in the women's division. Who would have thought? Kyle Fletcher challenges Kenny Omega for a match. Keith Lee squashed someone. I think it was Turbo Floyd of the Outrunners. Shane Taylor and Lee Murray were watching backstage. Miro says he would destroy anyone approaching his hot and flexible wife as a manager, and that was actually Andretti. Christian retained the TNT Championship against Bryan Danielson in a really, really, really good match. The tag champs, and then, essentially, tag champs Nick Wayne and the Dinosaurs all stumped away on Danielson until FTR made the save. Collision was really, really good. Our matches of the week from Monday Night Raw. We finally got the match by Becky Lynch versus Tegan Knox for the NXT Women's Championship. Tegan finally got to wrestle a match that was longer than 2 minutes, and she showed why she's really, really good. Also from Raw, Cody, Rhodes, and Jey Uso defending the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Again, these are professionals. They know what they're doing. Really, really good match. Really, really fun match. We got 2 matches from Impact. The Tag Team Championships, ironically, are being defended as the Rascalz retained against and defended against Rich Swann and Sami Callihan. And our 2 out of 3 falls, a match between Frankie Kazarian and Eddie Edwards for Collision. Christian versus Bryan Danielson for the TNT Championship. Just some really good matches. I thought all these matches were better than every match at Fastlane. That's why there's no match from Fastlane on this list. And our star of the week, I'm going to have to give it to Nick Aldis, who is officially a part of the WWE, has a major prominent role, 1 as a producer, but 2, now he's the GM of SmackDown, and I expect him to get in the ring every so often. But that's our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook, YouTube, Charismatic_Creations 52 on Instagram, the 215 spelled out on Twitter. Every week, the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Jeremy Pearson. I will see you when I see you. Peace.